The Pledge of Allegiance. Ready to begin? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, let's take roll call.
Chair Kevin Rooney.
Here.
Vice Chair Mario Maciel.
Here.
Commissioner Edwin Borges. Commissioner Edith Flores. Commissioner Christopher Sines.
Present.
It would be appropriate at this time to do a motion to excuse
Yes.
the commissioners
Borges and
Borges and
Flores.
Flores.
Okay, at this time, we'll take the motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Carries forward. All right, public communications. You got 3 minutes to speak. Any ghosts out there? Any people at Baldwin Park that are here? I guess there's none. I will now close that. And now we have our agenda. What's that?
It's consent calendar first.
Oh, calendar?
Consent calendar.
Consent calendar?
What a consent calendar means is that if there's more than one item, you can approve them all at one time. However, there's only one item on the consent calendar, so
These are typically routine items
Right.
that you see almost every meeting.
at the city council meeting, you'll find up to 10 items on the consent calendar. And hypothetically, they could take one vote and approve all 10 at the same time. But usually they pull them off the consent calendar to discuss them separately.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway. One item.
We have one item. So,
I'll make a motion to approve consent calendar.
Second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed? Motion is carried through. All right, and then I believe it is set matters for the public hearing. Is that true?
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Chair, Commissioners, members of the audience, this item before you is the result of a lawsuit which was filed against the city. The city had to reconsider various sections of the recently amended sign regulations, which we did earlier in the year, which was AZC 184. However, in the judge's review of AZC 184, she found other areas of our sign regulations that needed changing. Just briefly, those sections relate to exempt signage on non-residential property, and this also includes development standards for different types of temporary signs. Exempt signs on residential property, the deletion of flags near holidays and signs near elections, modifying temporary signs, including the reduction in the size of banners, the elimination of inflatable signs, like the panda bear you see off the 210 freeway, and then the addition of, what we're seeing a lot of lately are those single stake pole flags. So, as a result, that's one of the things that's being added to be allowed. We're also modifying our sign table in the sign code to include the mixed use 1 and mixed use 2 zoning designation. And then also we're modifying certain sections in our administrative procedures area, which include application processing, timing, and then also the definitions. So at this time, staff is recommending that the Planning Commission adopt resolution PC 1715, entitled A Resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Baldwin Park, recommending that the City Council, 1, modify the following subchapter 153-170 sign regulations. A, sections 153.170.040.C.1 and 153.170.040.C.2 exempt signage. B, Section 153.171.060, temporary signage. C, Table 153.170.080, and 153.170.040.C2, and then modify sections 153.210.090, administrative procedures, 153.210.265, time for determination, 153.220.200, S definitions, and 3, delete the following sections: 153.170.040.C.2.3, and 153.170.040.C.2.4 relating to flags near holidays and signs near elections. This will affect all the properties citywide. The applicant is the City of Baldwin Park, and the case number is AZC 187. And this concludes staff's presentation.
Okay, thank you very much.
If I might add very briefly, this concerns the United States Supreme Court case of Reed versus Town of Gilbert, in which the court said basically that your signs have to be content neutral, which means that they cannot have a regulation that regulates a topic matter such as political signs or business signs. They all have to be equally regulated. So we had to go through our entire ordinance and farm out everything that was treated differently. Every city in the state of California is in the same situation as we are. That concludes my remarks.
Okay, we'll now open this up for anybody wishing to address this. Seeing that there's no one here right now, I will ask that a motion be taken.
Good question.
Yes.
I noticed on the staff report that there's not an actual entity as far as a person's name that filed the lawsuit. It's just a website.
I can say that the name on the caption is Tuttle.
Okay.
Greg, I think his first name is Greg Tuttle. Yeah. So he's the person in addition to the website.
That placed the lawsuit. Okay.
Right.
And where do we stand with that particular lawsuit at the moment?
The attorneys have reached a settlement, and this is part of it, approving amendment to the ordinance. And once this is approved, it's going to go to the city council for an urgency ordinance on November 1st, so that we can be in compliance with United States Supreme Court case.
Thank you. No further questions.
All right. Any other questions? No? All right. You know what? I have a question. Is this regarding, this all started from those signs that were being put up by Mr. Tuttle?
I don't know specifically
Oh, okay.
what the lawsuit's resulting from. All we know is that a lawsuit was filed.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Anyone would like to make a motion on this?
A motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries 3-0. And seeing that's the only,
We have monthly reports.
monthly reports.
Yeah, Chair, this is just, I want to include the Planning Division's monthly report for August 2017 and entertain any questions.
Okay, we're not anywhere on that waste management going on in Erindale with the...
I do know that our attorney's office and our outside counsel have been monitoring things. I do believe that the items have gone before Irwindale's Planning Commission and City Council. I don't have any update yet on what the results of that are, and I don't know if David has anything on that.
It's on a closed session for November 1st,
Okay.
and the city basically has to decide whether it's going to initiate litigation or not. As you know, that's an expensive proposition, so it's a decision the city council has to make.
All right, thank you. All right, anything else? Seeing there's no further interest here, there's no other matters to be considered, right? So I'd like to make a motion to close the meeting. To adjourn.
I'll second it.
All those opposed? None? Meeting adjourned.
Hey.
10 minutes.
As Amy runs out to her car.
You'll learn to appreciate this because if you attend city council meetings.